Hello, and welcome back to Exploration and Tactics with Brian. I don't know which I am more excited about, what I have found off camera, or the fact that I just recently had some chocolate brownies, which are delicious. Yum! Actually, I do know which one I'm more excited about. It's the chocolate brownies. But it's a near second for the other stuff. I did some mostly not caving, mostly just kind of digging off camera, and managed to get a whole lot of iron, which means we'll be able to craft more rails. And you can also see from the digging all the cobblestone that I was digging. But I did manage to actually find another dungeon. It's the first one that I've found off camera. I have not gotten the chest yet. I just lit it up. And just to give a sense of the type of digging that I do, I just pick a random place near the base and I start digging a staircase down is what I've been doing. And so I started digging a staircase down here, and I immediately ended up in a cave, which I could have noticed. There was a little cave entrance right here, and heard a bunch of zombies, and I went over here, and sure enough, there was a dungeon. And so I lit that up, and then I went through this cave system and got a whole bunch of iron out of it. But here is another zombie dungeon, and so I don't forget when we get home, I will grab one piece of moss stone. But it looks like we are going to have a lot more emeralds. And those are going to give us coins, and perhaps we'll be able to buy the next recipe. We are up to 374 coins. We need 460 for the next recipe. But with all the iron that I have at home, I'm sure we can make some rails. And the next recipe, I think, is the last recipe that I need to get. And with that, there's a few things that we could do. Let me go home and make the rails, and we'll go from there. So back at home, I'm adding 1 to the count of the zombie dungeon. So far, 8 zombies, 4 skeletons, and 0 spiders, which is still really weird. But let's go ahead and... How many coins did I have? 370, so I need about 100. And so that would be about 6 things of rails, 36. So this will probably be enough for the rails that I need to make. And that will get us over 460. And then we'll be able to, here, let's just do that. We need 460 for the next recipe. And yes, 470. Great. So this is, I believe, the last recipe. We can now craft a diamond pickaxe. Let's make sure that everything is working. And so I will grab 3 diamonds. And did I find any more diamonds off camera? I don't think I did. There we go, diamond pickaxe, which means I can now get obsidian, which means I can do a lot of things. I can make an ender chest, and actually an ender chest sounds super terrific now that I'm just mentioning it. I built more on the sky rail, and so it goes even further. It goes out this way, obviously, until we reach the ocean, and then it turns to the south, and so it goes even further out that way. But I still haven't gotten out of snowy biomes. But I'll continue to build that off camera. But the obsidian for the ender chest actually just sounds totally amazing to me right now. I need a new helmet, I am noticing. My helmet is about to break. We can craft diamond armor if we want to, but I think I won't bother doing it until we kind of need it. But let me go grab some obsidian for an ender chest, because that will be super useful for the other thing that I was thinking that we could do today. And while I'm down here mining the obsidian for the ender chest, it just occurred to me there's something else perhaps more important that one can do with obsidian. And that's, I can actually make an enchanting table at this point, right? Because it's just the obsidian and the book, I think. And the diamonds, but I've got extra diamonds. Yes, so I'm going to grab 12 pieces of obsidian then. Yeah, we can always get more for making some more nether portals at some point later in the future, especially after I have an efficiency pick. So yeah, I'm going to grab 12 obsidian for now, and we'll go upstairs and we'll craft an ender chest, and we'll craft an enchanting table, and we'll start doing some enchanting since we still have 39 levels. Yikes. Alright, so with the obsidian, I can make an ender chest, which will make it a whole lot easier to go on long distance expeditions, and then I can craft an enchanting table, which will make a whole lot of things a whole lot easier as well. We're going to need a spot to set up. You'll recall I have all these books that we got out of the library in the stronghold. We're going to need a spot to set up kind of our enchanting station. Don't really have a lot of room here, so I need to decide exactly where I want to put it. I guess I could put it just right over there, but I might make like a special space for it to do some enchanting. And let's see, we have 3 more Eyes of Ender. We're going to need a lot, and it's actually, since it's just turning nighttime now, I think it might actually be good to try to farm some Endermen. And so, yeah, they should be easy to see, and I can always build a little shelter above my head, so I'm going to try to farm some Endermen tonight. And I'd almost forgotten, I've been breeding up my wolves, and it seems like they are actually useful from the point of view that it seems like wolves will attack Endermen these days, and so help defend you. And so let's go ahead and get some baby wolves ready to go, but we have 6 wolves in our pack. And so let's see if I can spot an Enderman somewhere out here. There's a lot of caves lit up below ground, so I expect we should have a lot of monsters spawning up here. And so hopefully we'll be able to get an Enderman among the bunch. And I also see one of these crazy new skeletons. And so obviously I want to take this guy out as well. Alright, I managed to get to him before my dogs could. Actually, honestly, with this bow, which is, what was it? Power 4 and Flame, I can one-shot a lot of bad guys with it. So for example, kablam! And then we wait. Oh, he didn't quite burn to death. Oh, and he's got an enchanted bow, actually, too. Alright. Oh, did he drop it? I thought for a moment it looked like he dropped it, but he did not. Alright, looking for Enderman. But I keep spying these skellies. And so we're going to continue killing them just because there's always the chance that they have some kind of special rare drop. There we go. Go get them, guys. Good job. Good job, guys. You're earning your keep. Oh, this spider attacked me. Go get him. Spiders move pretty fast, though. Can I turn around? Yeah, there we go. And then the dogs get him. With a pack of a decent-sized number of wolves, I imagine I won't have to worry too much about bad guys out here. I'm going to continue to kill these skeletons as I see them. And I guess my dogs will kill any other skeletons who kind of come my way, which will be fun. Just to watch and enjoy. Oh, there's a little baby zombie who's coming after us. Alright, let me work on the baby zombie while the dogs go after the other guy. Oh, I guess that's going to change who they're attacking. They get, like, disinterested. They're like, oh, Brian wants... Oh, no, I think I hit one of the doggies. Gotta be careful with my sword. They're like, Brian wants us to kill this guy. So we'll do that. Let's go back after this skeleton that they almost finished off. For fun. This is not at all what I plan to do this episode. Oh, the polar bear is over here. I wonder if dogs... Ooh, he dropped golden pants. Interact with polar bears by any chance? Doesn't seem like they're interested in the polar bears. I just wanted to see if they would, like, naturally attack them. It seemed unlikely. But since I just happened to see that polar bear there, I still don't know how to breed them, or if it's possible. And I really want to do that so that we can get some more polar bears to play with and then do some science experiments on. I've not seen an Enderman. Okay, let me cut until I find an Enderman. Oh, I got hit with slowness. But now that skeleton is going to regret having hit me with those arrows. I should come up with a name for these skeletons, these special skeletons. But I'm not sure what to call them. Let's go ahead and have my... Oops, sorry, doggy. Oh, no! Alright, that could have gone better. One of my doggies got hurt. So let's right-click on them. With some zombie flesh. Kind of help that out. Hey, baby zombie, cut it out. Alright, baby zombie's about to die. Oh, crap! Oh, gosh. I'm making a mess of this. Fortunately, I have all the doggies. Oh, darn it, I hit my dog again. Quit doing that, Brian. And there's another skeleton over there. And the dogs saw him for a minute, but now they're coming back towards me. It's crazy town. Alright, one of the dogs is definitely... And then this zombie got hit by the skeleton arrow. So he's been slowed. So we'll go ahead and finish him off. There goes the skeleton with this one doggy chasing him. all the way across the map. Alright, well this is quite amusing. I'm enjoying this dynamic a lot. Haha! Take that! Oh dear. Sometimes it's the simple pleasures in life. Like, I always enjoyed killing skeletons, and it's even more fun when you have, like, a horde of helpers. Hey, here we go. Oh, there's more Endermen over there. Okay, let's take care of this guy first. So let's see. The dogs, I think, are not fast enough. Will be the issue. Oh, crap. That worked. I need to eat some food. I think I still have a number of live dogs who are doing okay. This one's tail is down. So let's feed him some. Let's feed him some. Didn't mean to right-click on you. Sorry. Oops. I think there was an ender pearl there. Yep, I just picked up an ender pearl. Great. And you need some food, it looks like. So let's do that. Hey, eat the food. His tail is down, but he's not eating the food. Oh, is he? He might be an untamed one, actually. I didn't notice, but he might not have a red collar. And there's a lot of bad guys around, so this is kind of dangerous. But I feel like doing this anyway. Actually, let's do this. Let's do a couple of things. One is let's get an axe on the bar so that I can deal more damage more quickly. All the dogs just teleported over at once. Hey! Who's hurting who? Oh, wow. Spider is trying to kill a dog. Good job, doggy. Way to finish him off. Okay, it's going to turn daytime, and I'm going to miss my chance to get the Enderman, so let's focus on the Enderman here for a minute. Okay. Dogs might be able to finish him off. Yeah, they did. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, I got 3 hits on the Enderman. Yikes. There we go. Okay, finished him off. I need to heal a bit. There is an ender pearl on the ground that I really want. This is the untamed doggy, I think? Yeah, that one's untamed. Let's eat some more food to heal. And then let's see if we can get one more enderman before the night ends over here. This guy looks relatively isolated. Come on, doggies. Alright, got him. And we might even be able to get one more before they start teleporting away, so let's give it a shot. Nice, doggies. Oh no! I'm on fire. Okay, that could have been worse, but we did get another ender pearl. Yeah, overall, I'm pretty pleased with that. It was definitely not the cleanest set of victories that one has ever been able to have in the game of Minecraft. But nevertheless, we managed to get 4 ender pearls this night and had a lot of fun doing it. I'm going to pick up the extra zombie flesh, and I can use it to heal up my doggies. Alright, so on task. I have bought all the speed, strength, and haste that I can get. I've bought all the recipes. I could continue buying crazy loot chests that I had set up, but at this point I would be happy to go back to the regular dungeon loot. So I don't think we need any of the command blocks in the world anymore. And so I'm just going to go into game mode 1, and I'm just going to fly up here and break all of the redstone blocks next to the command blocks, and that will turn all of this mechanism off. People have been asking since the very beginning in the comments if they could play this world, and I think what I'm going to do is just take these command blocks and put them in another world that is not this one, and give people a copy of the world so that if they want to play it, they can play with this set of commands the same way that I started off the game. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the world save directory, and I'm going to go into the loot tables folder, and I'm going to delete the custom dungeon loot tables that I had set up in this world. But I will leave a map download, and there should be a link in the description of this video. I'll leave a map download where if you wanted to play a world like this one, with a different world seed, but basically the same set of command blocks and the same loot tables to start, you would be able to do so. And then once you're, done with using the command blocks, you could just do what I did, and go up into creative mode and just break the redstone in order to turn off the command box, and then just go back to normal where you don't have any of the emeralds turning into coins and things like that. And the reason I want to turn it off is because I want to turn off the emeralds turn into coins thing so that we can actually get some emeralds and do some villager trading. Because if you'll recall, a few episodes ago, we went across the ocean out this way into a desert area and saw a village. And so I would like to go there and try to trade with some villagers. Although I need some emeralds probably to get things started, or some other things that they'll trade for. Let me manage some inventory and maybe set up the enchanting station, and then perhaps we'll go do that. I've set up the enchanting area, and I want to have a few options of different things to enchant. And so I'm going to make a couple pieces of diamond armor. And I already have a diamond pick, but I just want to see, let's see, I could get Unbreaking 3 on boots. I could get Unbreaking 3 on that. I could get Fortune 3 on that. Fortune 3 would not be bad. Right, but I'm going to need lapis to do it in either case. My lapis is here, and I have plenty of lapis. So that is great. Let's take a risk with the Fortune 3 and the diamond pickaxe. Let's see what we get. Ooh! Efficiency 4, Fortune 3. That's very good. And it just went boom. And I think it only used 1 level rather than 3 levels. I think I was at level 38 before. So in any case, there appears to be a new noise with enchanting. And I seem to recall that I still have an Unbreaking 3 book. Yes, and Efficiency 3 and Fortune 3 are pretty good. I would not mind if that is going to last a whole lot longer. So let's put Unbreaking 3 on it as well. Great. And then, actually, before I did that, I don't remember if that changes the enchantments. I'm just curious to see. I get Unbreaking on the boots again. And I could get Thorns too, is not very exciting on the chest plates. And I guess I have extra books. Let me also grab a book. I should leave a chest up here is what I should do. Let's do this. Let's grab 1 chest. And then let's grab all my books, because I don't know that I'll do anything else with the books. And let's put the chest, how about right here? And let's go ahead and see if we were to enchant a book, Respiration 3. That might be interesting and useful at some point, actually. Because we might fight guardians at some point. I'm not sure if we'll do that. I don't mind a Respiration 3 book. Also has fire protection. And so now I can get Sharpness 3. I can get Fire Protection 3. Or I could get Thorns 2 again. Is there anything else that I want to enchant? I don't know what there is right now. I'm happy with the bow. So I think what I will do... I guess I can leave my diamonds up here as well. Yeah, I think I'll leave all those things up there. In any case, we have a nice new diamond pickaxe, which is pretty great. And... yeah, let's see. Let me get some other things together. I have the Ender chest. You'll recall that some of the special loot that I got from my loot chest included a Silk Touch pickaxe. And so I will carry that around in combination with the Ender chest. Sun is about to go down. Let me sleep in a bed and get a little bit more inventory organized once again. So I think we're going to take a trip to the village. I went ahead and brewed up some speed potions, so I guess I'll grab 3 of them. And I don't remember what villagers trade, but I think some of these items are some of the things that they might trade for. It's just been so long since I've done any villager trading that I just don't remember what the different options might be. And so I'm going to try to go find this village again, and I'll meet you guys over there. And as I was climbing down the ladder and almost took some fall damage, it occurs to me the other thing I need to do is say game rule keep inventory false. So we will no longer be keeping our inventory, since now on death it's not the fact that we're going to lose our coins, but now it's just back to normal Minecraft rules. But here is the ocean, and I'm going to sail across it and hopefully find the village that we saw a number of episodes ago. I think the village is somewhere over on this desert island. I vaguely remember seeing the well before, and so let's head over in this direction. Although I don't remember seeing the acacia stuff before. If I can see the well from a distance, I guess that can help me identify where I left my boat. Is the village over this way? Maybe it is. Actually, I think I might see part of the village right over here. Yes. Okay, great. So let's go check it out. and see if any of these villagers want to trade any of the things that I have brought. And, you know, they changed how villagers breed, and I don't even know how to do that. Okay, this guy needs 40 rotten flesh, and I don't have that much. What does this guy want? Am I doing something wrong? I'm right-clicking on this guy. Is it because he's standing inside the wheat? Like, I'm right-clicking on this guy, and he doesn't seem to bring up a trade window. Let me see if I break the plant that he's standing in. No, I still can't right-click on him. Am I just misremembering what you do? Thought I just right-clicked on this guy. Yeah, you right-click on him, cleric. Right-click on this guy. He only needs 36 instead of 40, so that's at least a better deal. But still more zombie flesh than I happen to have, because I spent it all on my dogs. 39. Okay, we got a village full of clerics who all want zombie flesh. Actually, I forget. Do they start off with one trade or two trades? Maybe there's a second trade that we can use. I noticed that there's some path blocks here, which is nice. I don't know that I've seen that before. He does have a second trade. Gold. Okay, I did not bring any gold. I don't have a ton of gold. Okay, this guy I also can't right-click on. He's green. And the other guy was also green. I just heard a zombie, which makes me fear for the health of these villagers. Okay, that cleric also wanted gold as the second trade. This cleric also wants gold as the second trade. Yuck. It appears we have a bunch of villagers who either want things that I don't have, or who don't appear to have any trades at all for some reason. Well, poop. I'm going to add some light sources to their houses so that zombies won't spawn inside the houses. Let's see. Are there carrots anywhere? I already have potatoes. It looks like this is all potatoes. There are sheep here again, so this would be another place I could get sheep. And I think I saw beetroot in another one of the farms, but I'm not sure that I've spotted any carrots yet. And with carrots, I could at least, like, breed rabbits back at home. But it looks like maybe I'm not going to get my carrots either. So this village might turn out to be pretty useless to me, actually, which would be unfortunate. Ooh. There's a cave down there, and there'll probably be, like, zombies and different things. So let's beware. Yep, I don't see. It looks like it's all potatoes and wheat. Yuck. So, probably no villager trading for me. Because like I said, I don't know, like I think you need enough, like a big enough village with enough buildings and doors for them to breed, but then I think like there's something else now, like you have to give them food or something. I don't know what to do with them, so maybe we should explore the world and try to find another village instead. The sun's about to go down. I'm going to sleep in a bed to make sure that zombies don't spawn on the surface and start killing these guys. But I think I would prefer to explore and try to find another village where I have stuff for any of the trades. And so we took a peek. Didn't quite work out. There's pigs over here. Oh, chickens! Those are the first chickens I've seen in this world. I did... Oh, you know what? I never showed that off. That's another thing that I did since the last episode off camera. I built kind of a farm out of the skeleton dungeon that we found back in... I think we found that skeleton dungeon like back in episode number 2. I used the magma blocks as like a killing thing, and so I have water streams that bring the skeletons kind of around out of the dungeon area, and then they land on a block with magma stuff and they die, and that's how I've been getting arrows, and so I have a couple stacks of arrows now. I guess I never showed that on camera, but it's not necessarily all that interesting. At some point we might go there. And I do have it set up with pistons so I can turn off the magma block if I'm trying to stack up skeletons so that I can kill them to get experience. So I could use it as an experience farm if I wanted to as well. But I think I prefer to find another village that has more diversity of the different villagers to try to trade with, rather than try to figure out how to breed those guys. Yeah, I think actually that's a good place to call it for today. We managed to accomplish a number of things. We got some enchanting going on, we got an ender chest, we killed some endermen so that we can start working our way towards having enough Eyes of Ender in order to open a portal to the end, and we were able to do all of those things because we got the recipe for a diamond pick, which means we finished up the recipes so we don't need to use the command blocks. So after a dozen episodes of my own kind of like fun and excitement here in Minecraft Exploration and Tactics, things will be a very vanilla moving forward. It sounds like that there is still some more new content to explore. Someone was asking about the end in some of the comments in one of the earlier videos, and there's obviously a million new biomes, and since we discovered polar bears in the ice biome, the new skeletons spawning everywhere, and the gold in the mine shaft up in the mesa, one imagines there could be other things in other biomes that we have yet to explore. So I will continue building the Skyrail, and we will continue to explore in this world and see what we can find. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you again soon for more exploration and tactics. Bye bye!